Good morning and happy Friday. I don't know why I'm super dark for y'all right now, but I'm here. I'm Britt. This is my channel, Brittwriterly. This is a book and author too, where I talk about the intersections of literature and culture. These days, mostly during sprints, because your girl is too busy to be over here making videos, and that's okay. Thank y'all for hanging in there. So welcome back. If you're new here, this happens every Friday from 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time to about 12:30, depending. If you're watching on the replay, thank you. Please make sure to like this, and also, leave a comment. Let me know that you were here. I love to see people commenting after this stream is over. And if y'all are coming in later in the chat and it starts you here for some reason, thanks for coming. Please also like the stream. And now I will let a stranger reintroduce herself.
Hey y'all, it's been so much going on, so I have missed y'all. I'm sorry I have not been around. It's been a while. I actually had like some neurology stuff going on, so it's just been a while. But hey y'all, I'm Shay. My channel is Shay with the Hobbies. I'll be writing, I'll be reading, I'll be creating. If that's something you could be interested in, come over. Am I trying to be more, have more content and be more? Yes. So you should. I've done good 3 days in a row on Instagram. So there we go. Hey. Yeah. Hi y'all. It's good to see y'all.
Okay, we're gonna hop into our first sprint since we're starting a little late, and your girl forgot to create this stream early. So the fact is, it's gonna take y'all a while to find it because we know that YouTube and notifications be lacking in the back end. So we're gonna give them some time to get here and just go ahead and start a sprint. I am reading. Shay, what are you reading? I'm reading When It All Syncs Up by Maya Emial. And I really want to make a big dent in it. I'm at like 41 or 42% of it, and I really, really, really want to get to 50% by the end of the stream today. So I'm all three sprint. Well, I need to eat. I'm hungry. So the first sprint may be breakfast, but the last two, it's going down. It's syncing up. So that's what I am dedicating my time to today. Shay, WBU ?
Okay, so I am going into my library right now because I just realized I didn't look to see the Thomas and Beulah because so if y'all paid attention to last month's writerly conversation, they finally stopped using the Overdrive app. Sorry y'all saw me find out the Overdrive app is canceled officially now. They said it was going to be the beginning of 2023 and I was thugging it out today. Actually did it before I deleted it. But for Writerly Conversations April, we'll be having a live discussing 2 books of poetry or novels in verse. So we'll be reading Thomas and Beulah by Rita Dove and The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, which the Poet X I have over there. Thomas and Beulah I do not have. So I am looking that up now. So one of those will be what I'm reading today is the answer to your question. There we go.
All right. Oh, we've been found. Good morning, Maya. Good morning, Pat. We are a hot mess express this morning. By we, I really mean me, because it was Shay that was like, "Are we streaming today?" I was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Where's the link?" I was like, "Give me a second." I forgot that I made like a chunk at the beginning of the month, so I haven't had to make a StreamYard link in literally 3 months because I made all of them in January, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, I need to make the Q2 links." But we made it and we're here.
Hey, you got it. That's not bad at all. Oh my gosh, so it's looking like they don't have any of her.
Dang, it's an older one, but also Rita Dove is like not some, in the cut poet.
Right, like I see collection of poems and then I see On the Bus with Rosa Parks, but I don't see
Thomas and Beulah. She actually wrote that about her paternal, I think, grandparents. It's really sweet.
Yeah.
It is. Good morning, Mayama. Happy Friday. Good morning, Alicia.
Good morning.
We have been found. I was like, I don't know how they're gonna, because YouTube be playing with it. Okay, well, we're gonna go into our first sprint, and we will we'll come back with the Thomas and Beulah update. I own it because I read it for a class, but I did try to find an audio version and found it nowhere. I don't think there is one. So yeah.
Yeah, no, I was prepared to have to read it physically, but I'm not seeing it on script either.
Yeah, I looked it up. I didn't. Sometimes they have PDF files, so maybe they have
And
one of those.
that's what I thought, and that's what I'm looking at now. Like maybe it's in a like somebody put it in like a document or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Good morning, good morning, good morning, all. We're gonna hop into our first sprint. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. Alrighty, how did y'all do? I did not get to when it all syncs up, but I knew that I wouldn't this one. I also didn't get to making breakfast because I was doing some administrative stuff on my computer, and then I needed to switch out my laundry load. But the eggs are salted and peppered and in a bowl, ready to be scrambled. And then I'm gonna have some toast and some fruit, and that's it. So, I think I'll be eating breakfast within the first 10 minutes of the next sprint, and I can definitely fork some eggs and turn and page at the same time. We're gonna be good. I'm listening to a new. Where's Gina? Whenever Gina comes in here, I did listen to the cozy mystery that she recommended, the series, The Catering Hall Mysteries. It's good. It's one of the less annoying main characters as main characters go, because she's the daughter of a mobster. Well, her dad works for the mob. But now they're going legit with this catering hall. So she's not as, what's the word? Naive. She's not as naive and as gullible as the usual amateur sleuth in a cozy mystery, and that was refreshing. So yeah, that I like the catering hall mysteries. I got to book 4. I don't know if I caught up with the publication and I have to wait for the 5th one or what. I haven't looked into it yet, but I got through 4 of them. And yeah, I would say on it's nowhere near the most annoying cozy mystery I've read. Now this one right here, this girl is annoying. It's Dead as the Door Knocker, a house flipper mystery. So it's this girl named, what's her name? Whitney. And Whitney is she's a very gullible Southern girl. She is super good with her hands. She's a carpenter and everything. But she's just super gullible. First of all, she lets people talk to her any kind of way, and then we'll just take it, which is a pet peeve of mine when I'm reading. I don't care what genre it is. I'm not about to read about a doormat. I just don't care. I do not care, because I feel like they're talking to me. And if you are not gonna tell them off, and I feel like I just gotta say something to it, you just let it ride. I can't do it. I can't do it. If the protagonist don't speak up for themselves, I feel like they're not speaking up for me, and I can't do it. So she's that girl. And then also, she got threatened 3 times in the first 2 chapters and let it ride. I said, are we gonna report this? Perhaps have a record of this young man threatening you for evicting him from his house, which is her job. And then someone else threatened her, and she didn't say anything to the police. Now, obviously, there's a dead body that was buried about in her garden, and she done. Shay, she wiped all the evidence away. She didn't do it on purpose. She didn't know the dude was there, but the kid who threatened her when she evicted him, first of all, he wrote an expletive on her front door. She sanded it off as she's renovating the house, and I'm like, you don't even want to take a picture of that first? She did not. And then that morning, she came by the house. He egged it. Did she report that? No, she didn't. She wiped off the yolks and then ground up the shells and was like, this will make good fertilizer for the garden. Let's make lemons out of lemonade. No, let's make a police report out of eggshells. So then when she finds the body, she's like, oh, I may have corrupted the evidence because I was planting where they found the body, and I ground up some eggshells into the soil that might, mess up the DNA. Yes, it might. And it also just makes it look like you're just covering your tracks, because she had lots of reason to kill the man. He's the one that sold her the house, and the house just went up in flames. She fixed it, but she almost died in that house because of faulty wiring that he did not report. So I'm just like, I don't feel bad for you. You're just not sympathetic to me because you're a pushover and you're naive and just unwise. That was foolish in every way. And I'm the last person to be like, go call the police, but make a police report to have a trail so that if something does happen, you're able to get justice for whoever attacks you. Like, it was so ridiculous. She doesn't have a leg to stand on. She's now telling this detective all these things that happened, and he's like, where's the evidence that anyone wrote anything on your door? That this house has been eggs. Like, I don't see any yolks, any eggs, shells, nothing. And she's like, oh, I cleaned it up and then crushed the eggs into the soil, so I may have corrupted the evidence. And he's just looking at her like, uh-huh. All I heard was you may have corrupted evidence. That's what I heard. So I just like, she's so foolish, and I can't stand it. It's like watching a train wreck driven by a happy-go-lucky conductor, and you just wonder when they're gonna realize that they're heading for the end of the tracks. And I'm just, anyway. Shay, what did you read?
I didn't read yet, but I did pull the Poetics off there. Do you hear that?
Yeah, is that me?
I think so. It's like I'm echoing, but I don't know why I'm echoing.
Oh no, I didn't hear an echo. I thought I heard voices.
Okay. Or maybe it's not. Okay. So I pulled the Poetics off of the shelf. I went to walk the dogs, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna exercise. And then Cramps was like, no, you're not. So I'll be eating and reading on the next part as well. And I found the Thomas and Beulah PDF, but it was somebody's essay about it. It wasn't actual. So I think I'm gonna have to like call the library and actually check out a book.
Okay.
I haven't. Yeah. So we shall see. Yeah.
All right. Excuse me. All right. Mayama is at work, but we'll be listening to When We Were Birds. Interesting. Who is that by? Very, very hectic. When you're building furniture, okay. Finding out a lot of duplicate copies of books. Freak me. Oh, okay. Interruption. Got it. Hopefully you're well in reading good books. Well, you know, Cozy Mystery was sort of a palate cleanser filler for me, but it's fine.
This is when I live closer to Pat because I know it's gonna be something I want to read and something I ain't heard of. These duplicate copies of books.
Oh, Pat moves closer to you?
I said I wish I was closer to Pat.
Okay. I was like, I was in a different country.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I wish I was closer because duplicate copies of books. Let me get that up off of you, friend. Let me get that up off of you, friend. Watch the game one time. I know it's something I ain't heard of.
Yeah, and it'll be a banger.
Mm-hmm.
Pat has taste. Be careful of your back while you're building furniture, Pat. Don't be out here hurting yourself. Got an arc of the Dark Place. Woo! I got an arc too. And anyone that is subscribed to her mailing list got a free arc.
Oh wow!
So if you're not subscribed to her website, definitely subscribe. And then maybe in the next, because it comes out August, right? So you have like 4 months to maybe in the next newsletter she'll continue to offer that. So definitely go to her website, check it out, and you may also be awarded a free copy, free arc of The Dark Place. So
nice.
Yeah. Good morning, Samantha Marie. Rereading The Laughing Corpse by Laurel K. Hamilton. Okay, it must be good.
Nice.
Audio of Final Exposure by Thin Kim Lam. Greetings. Ate brunch of spicy fried chicken and rice. Didn't realize the time. Yeah. The girl is so silly. It's called Dead as a Door Knocker. A house flipper mystery, because the guy she was supposed to meet, I forget the man's name, but the guy that screwed her over basically and like didn't tell her about the faulty wiring, may have bribed her house inspector to also not tell her. She basically said, like, if you don't pay the insurance deductible, I'm going to sue you for the cost, because I do not believe that you didn't know about this, and I saw you talking to my inspector even though he had no reason to be there when the inspector was there. He waited around for him. And she was like, I believe that you bribed him. He's like, you don't have any proof of that. And she was like, lawyer, I will sue you for the cost. So he was like, you know what, I'll just pay it. And so I'll just have my lawyers draw up a contract, and then I'll pay the $5,000. So he was supposed to come over Friday at 6 o'clock. And around 6 o'clock, 6:05, she heard this huge like bang, and she didn't know what it was. And because the fire had knocked out the electricity, she couldn't see outside. And was like, it's probably just nothing. Maybe I imagined it. But then later, days later, at this point, like a day or so later, she sees there's like blood. Well, here's what I think. I think someone banged this man's head into her door knocker. It's a really big door knocker, and I think someone banged his head into it, and that's what she heard, and that's what killed him. But when this delinquent kid or whoever egged her house and she cleaned it up, if there was blood on the door knocker, you also just cleaned that off also. So I just feel like she's been cleaning up all sorts of evidence, trying to be this dutiful, kindly person. And there's a difference between being kind and being a fool. I feel like you're dancing on that line. So anyway, it's definitely something. I'm going between a cart and The Wicked Game by Kate Bateman. Okay. Is she for real? Exactly. Like, what? You doing that doesn't make you a good person. It makes you stupid. I'm sorry. Like, you're not being a good person by helping people get away with petty crime and by not protecting yourself. Like, you're not being a kind person by doing that. You're just being foolish. There's nothing in between that. But anyway, IKEA took my credit card. You would get them, Shay. It will be all you. It will be all you. Okay. Shay, I feel like I talked over. No. You said you didn't read anything. Okay, cool. Well, let's get into the second sprint.
But yes, I did finish last week. I did finish Daughters of Jubilation. You need to finish it. You need to finish it. It's going to wreck you, but in the most beautiful way.
Okay.
Well, because when it's set, so obviously something happened.
Mercy. Yeah. Listen, if it were on audio, this would be done. I like the book.
Me and Vina were talking about ways to see if we could like help get an audio book, because there needs to be an audio book for it.
Yeah.
It's about to be 4 years old. Like, it came out in 2020. Like, why does it not have an audio book?
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Well, after I finish When It All Syncs Up, I will return to Daughters of Jubilation. Or maybe I'll split my sprints between those two starting like next week or something. All right. Well, keep me accountable, Shay.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, question for the next sprint. Are you joining us for our group read of poetry for this month? If you came in late, Shay and I, for our next writerly conversation for April, are going to be reading The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo and Thomas Mbiula by Rita Dove. Are y'all going to join us for that? Vina, we were just speaking about you. Hi. Remember to hydrate. I'm assuming this is directed towards Shay about Daughters of Jubilation. Perhaps.
Okay, I'll take you. Okay.
All right. And 3, 2, 1. Y'all turn them pages. All right. How did y'all do? I am super pleased with myself because one, I ate, which is super satisfying, on a personal level. But also, I am 47% of the way into when it all syncs up. I definitely think I'll be able to reach my goal of 50% by the end of the stream today. So, very happy for myself. Um, what are y'all working on? Or like, are you progressing? I didn't know you were on vacation, or maybe I did, but it didn't register to me. Well, I'm glad that you are taking some time off, and I hope that you enjoyed your walk or are enjoying it if you're still on it. Let's see who else came in. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Floor. Oh, a fish fry. It's been a minute for me. It has been a minute. Maya's joining us for our April group read of poetry books. If y'all are just now coming in, so the April Riley conversation is going to be live on my channel, and we are going to be discussing two buddy reads that Shay and Ivy are doing, and that we hope that you all will join us in. We are reading The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, and we are also going to read Thomas and Beulah by Rita Dove. So join us. Okay. We started a little late, so we're already going to end a little late. So we're actually just going to hop right into another sprint in a second. I started Siren Queen by Guy Vo. Got 40 pages in, and I'm really liking it. 40 pages just in this 30 minutes. That's very impressive. You are flying through those pages. Okay. Let's see. Shay, are you by your computer? Maybe not. Let me see. I can try to do a timer on my own. Oh, she is beautiful. Okay. Y'all turn them pages. Okay. That was our last sprint. And I literally 8 seconds ago just made it to the 50% mark of this book. So happy. I didn't think I was going to make it because I stopped to fold laundry. And that took longer than I thought. But I was like, turning these pages as fast as I can. And it really is an easy read. So, it's not that difficult. But oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I'm 50% done. And it's good. I like the book. Y'all know just anything for audio is a struggle for your girl. For this exact reason. I'm up and down making breakfast, doing laundry, packing. Like, I'm always doing a million things. That's why I don't like reading physical books or ebooks. If I have to sit down and do it, it's just going to take me longer. But I'm finally over the 50% mark, and I'm really hopeful that I can be done with this by the end of the month. So we'll see. Shay, how did you do?
I had a call.
Okay.
I did that, and the heating pad on my tummy, and took some medicine. See that? Yeah, it was a self-care sprint, is what that was.
Valid. Maya had to take off. We wish her a happy weekend. Okay. We're only running 10 minutes, a little over. Okay. So, do you have any announcements, Shay? Me neither. The truth is, I don't know when y'all are next gonna get an honest tea from me. That's the truth. I don't know. But I do, yay, joining for poetry. But I do have a lot of things going on. So y'all will probably be getting like a mid-year honesty from me. And by then I'll have so many things to share. It just won't be like, it'll more be like a what I've been up to and what's coming down the pipe than a monthly, here's the goal, here's what I accomplished sort of thing. We're just going to switch it up. Maybe next year I'll be back to like what it was in 2022, but 2023, I'm just juggling too much. There's so many variables. This is just not the year for like monthly updates because stuff is just doing too much right now. So thank y'all for understanding. And look out for the April Writerly conversation. I believe that is going to be April 18th, 6:30 Eastern Standard Time, right? Yes. Okay, great. And I'll make the live and the premiere and everything a little later, but still look out for that. Make sure you hit the notification bell when you do see it. And until then, y'all have a wonderful weekend. Sicknesses are going around with season changes. So, consider remasking up, drink plenty of water, wash your hands lots and lots, give people a little bit of space in public places, and y'all take care. Bye.